this next article because it's called Hate to Exercise, Try These Ideas. They're really, everybody, I'm going to drag you back in with a whip and a chain. Woo-hoo, here we go. Exercise. Try these ideas. Okay. The first one was, I have a stationary bicycle and I can read while I'm on it, and reading is one of my favorite things to do. So I'm thinking, wow, I've been riding my bike every day and I love to read. That's hard to do. I don't know how they do it. I tried. I was doing 7 miles in 30 minutes and I was doing great. And then all of a sudden I got my book, and the 30 minutes goes by and I looked down at 5 miles. So I'm thinking, well, geez, because you're reading, you're not paying attention. So I'm saying people who read on the treadmill or read on the exercise bike, good for you, doesn't work for me. I tried it and I'm so busy reading, I'm not really pumping it up enough. But I like how some of these people say, come up with something you really want to do. I never forget Linda with her 300-mile Erie Canal bike ride, and she lived and breathed that. Find something you want to do. Dan, what are you doing these days?
I'm running again.
Running again? But you hate running.
I do.
But you're doing it to kickstart your metabolism and then you're going to go back to what you like?
Probably.
Probably. I find that the weather is a little rainy, it's a little bad, but there's umbrellas, it's not freezing. I do think that Zumba, I might ask a Zumba instructor. Would anyone be interested in having a Zumba instructor come in? It's like a Latin American aerobic exercise dance class. Would you be interested in a Zumba? All right, I'm going to see if I can. My sister goes to Zumba, and I'll see if I can get her. But you all got to promise to take like a class from her, try. Yeah, I'm going to try and take it, because we got to get them in here somehow. Very high impact.
Well, they do have Zumba for people over 18.
Now, how about this? High impact and low impact.
They have a woman that teaches lower impact Zumba.
Lower impact Zumba. So they have all different levels, and she'll talk about that. Also, so many people here say, I didn't exercise this week. And then I'll quiz them. Well, don't you work in your garden? How many hours were you working in your garden? Oh, I was out all weekend. I mowed the lawn with a push mower and I dug plants, and I probably was out there 6 or 7 hours. You have to realize that before the 1940s, no one talked about exercise. They just lived their lives. They worked, they cleaned, they did this, they did that. It wasn't until we had this sedentary lifestyle that we started talking about exercise. So if you're out there digging a ditch, you are exercising. Also, music. I'm listening. It's so funny because these young people at work who think I'm everybody? Ancient. They'll be talking about a song. I go, oh, isn't that on Adele 21? Because I'm listening to so much music with my iPods, and I know all the words are kind of suggestive, but I'm not singing them in church. Also, this person here she couldn't go to the gym, but she says, I'm going to walk outside. I mean, she really walked. She lost 30 pounds in 3 months just by walking every day and eating less. I'm talking a good 3 or 4 miles at a clip. You try to get your 10,000 steps. Unless you're really doing it at a clip, you're not going to get your heart rate up. So you just get out, you live, you work, you do something. And I am going to talk about the Huevo Ranchero South Beach Phase 1 recipe. Half a cup of black beans, dash of cumin, which I love. I never had cumin. I thought it was some weirdo spice. I put it in everything now. Red onion, reduced fat cheese and egg, sugar-free salsa, guacamole, homemade. We went to a party. This person made homemade guacamole. It was the best thing. It was chunky with all these veggies. I almost wanted to pick up the bowl and start going like this and eat. It was just so good. So try to get a good, I'll come up with a guacamole for next week, but try different recipes. Your logs are so boring, you guys. No wonder you're not losing weight, because you're boring, and then you go to a party and you go, oh, I'm going to eat like no tomorrow. You got to say, I'm going to have something good. I'm going to mix it up. I'm gonna stop right there, Bob, and before we get to the song,